Hello everyone, hello from very sunny but super cold Rome. Actually this weekend is one of the coldest weekends of the years, but I didn't give up and I'm going to take you somewhere related to San Valentine. Well, where are we? So we are in front of the church of Santa Maria in Cosmedin. That's the church bell, the porticus. It's a medieval church and it's also a Greek church, and it's most famous for one of the most famous landmarks of Rome. Can you guess which one? Okay, before I continue, just wanted to underscore, I'm not gonna be cheesy today, so don't worry, keep watching. So this is the church. This is the entrance. And we are in front of the Temple of Hercules over there. And the Temple of Portunus over there. Some of the most ancient temples of Rome. So what is this most famous landmarks of Rome? Let's see if you recognize it over there. I guess you recognize the Mouth of Truth. Before we get there, we're gonna go and have a look inside the church. So now we are inside, and this church is so particular. First of all, that's basically the entrance door that is not in use today. Can you see these two columns? These are the columns that belong to a previous ancient Roman building that was here, where they used to distribute the annona, the free flour and grain, to the Romans. There was something that was happening every year in ancient Rome, and you can see the ancient columns and this beautiful cosmati floor typical of the Middle Ages. And then we have this structure here. This church is very different from the others because it's an Orthodox church from the Greek ritual. This area here, that's called the Schola Cantorum, and this is where the chorus used to be. You see the columns here are all different from each other because they've been reused from ancient Roman buildings. Here another column belonging to the Annona building, and here as well, how impressive they are, look at this. But then let's have a look at the natural nave, because there's a lot of people coming here today. What are they doing there? Well guys, today I didn't bring you hearts, I didn't bring you flowers, I didn't bring you sweets. I brought you directly to Saint Valentine, the patron of the lovers. Here is the skull, the very skull of Saint Valentine himself. But Saint Valentine is not the only thing you must come and see. Here, in fact, there is also a crypt, and because we really like going underground Rome, now we are going downstairs. So that is the apse. You cannot really see, that's the throne. And here we have this kind of gate that separates the worshippers from the priests. And right below here, the stairs to the crypt. So let's go. The ceiling is really low. Look at the ancient stones on the floor. Okay, do you remember I told you just outside the church that there was a temple dedicated to Hercules? Exactly, so that was because right across the street, so in the position where we are now in the church, there was a super famous and important altar of ancient Rome. The altar of Hercules, the Ara Maxima of Hercules. This was one of the most ancient and important altars dedicated to Hercules. And the crypt we're going to see now was excavated inside what remains of the tufa block stones of the ancient altar of Hercules. So these tufa stone blocks that you see here are that ancient, but now let's go inside the crypt. So this was the crypt built by the Pope Hadrian I. And it was entirely excavated in the tufa stones of the altar of Hercules. You can see the tufa stones on the ceiling. And this altar of Hercules, the Ara Maxima of Hercules, was actually even earlier than the foundation of Rome. So imagine how ancient these stones are. So inside this there are the relics of Santa Cyrilla, and in the niches that you see on the sides there used to be relics of other saints, among them Saint Valentine, which now has been moved upstairs. Now back on ground level, of course, sanitize the hands before you actually put it into the mouth of truth. You probably know already about the mouth of truth, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. So according to the legend, if you were putting the hand inside the mouth or the mouth of truth, and if you were telling a lie, your hand would be zack, cut off. So there was this woman, she had a husband, but she also had a lover. The husband didn't know, but he was really suspicious at some point, and he was asking her, so do you have a lover? Are you faithful to me? And she was like, of course I'm faithful to you, I will never do that. But the husband did not really believe her. Yeah, it was really suspicious. So he said one day, okay, so tomorrow morning we're going in front of the mouth of truth, you're gonna put your hand in there, and we find out if you're really telling me the truth. Obviously the woman, she was panicking, and she told her lover, and they came up with a solution. So what did they do? The next morning they actually went in front of the mouth of truth. There was a lot of people that came to see what was gonna happen, so there was a lot of crowd in front, just around her, and also the lover came. So the woman, she put her hand inside the mouth of truth, and then at some point his lover jumped on her and kissed her on her mouth. At that point the woman pretended he didn't know this guy. What is this crazy guy doing here? Then after the crowd brought away the guy away from her, she puts her hand inside and said, well, I never kissed anybody else in my life apart from my husband and this crazy guy. So the mouth of truth could not cut her hand because she actually said the truth. And according to the legend, the mouth of truth felt so outsmarted by this woman that she stopped working as a truth machine. Now I'm back outside, and just across the street, as I was telling you, the temple dedicated to Hercules. So I hope I warmed your hearts in this really cold but sunny day in Rome, and if you want to surprise your lover, I believe there's nothing better than bring him or her directly in front of St. Valentine's. I hope you enjoyed this little virtual tour. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Ciao!